This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by The Big Sick. This summer, discover the new movie, The Big Sick. From producer Judd Apatow comes a new comedy based on the real-life romance between Silicon Valley's Kumail Nanjiani and grad student Emily Gordon, who fall in love but struggle as their cultures clash. Don't miss the film that has critics raving, and me raving, because I loved it, also starring Ray Romano, Holly Hunter, and Aidy Bryant. Get tickets in select theaters now, everywhere, July 14th.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
You aren't the reason your mother and I are getting divorced, but your sister is. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thank you to K's for Days. K's for Days for that intriguing catchphrase submission. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another edition. This is Scott Aukerman, your host, and we are certainly in the middle of July at this point. How many Mondays do we have in July? We're talking 5. So, man, we are, by the 31st, we are really going to be balls deep in July. Currently, we're past just the tip, and we're approximately 4 inches in July. Welcome to the show where we talk to interesting people. That's, yes. Sir,
4 inches is just past the tip? That's a lengthy tip.
It's July.
Well, the first Monday, we're just the tip. That's the first 2 inches. How big is your tip?
Oh, it's not 4 inches.
It's a mound. You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
And we're going to be speaking about these molehills in today's edition of the show. We have 2 wonderful guests. One is returning, and I don't believe the other has ever been
it's my first
on the
time.
program. This is exciting. They are the co-writers, is that true?
That's true.
And co-star, are you in the film?
No,
Okay,
not
so
at
one of the stars of the film The Big Stick, right? Is that The Big Stick, the Franklin Delano Roosevelt story?
Oh, God, wow. It's called The Big Sick.
The Big Sick.
The Big
Yes.
Sick, and that comes out this Friday in theaters across the country, perhaps the globe. Or is it just the country?
The Globe's getting staggered release dates, so we can just focus on the country. Sorry for our American
If you're in the UK, it does come out
Yeah.
this month.
Yeah,
This month at some point.
this long month.
And if you're in one of the cities, Los Angeles, New York, one of those, you've probably already seen it. But we're going to be talking to these people today, all about the film and all about their experiences. We might get into lenses. Who knows? You guys didn't direct it, but
I'm not really a lens guy. I
Really?
go for feeling. For me, filmmaking is about emotion. People talk about lenses and shit, and I'm like, that's too nerdy.
It's too technical.
you've turned into an asshole.
I'm feeling that you don't like this.
Please welcome back to the show Kumail Nanjiani, and to the show Emily V. Gordon. Hello, guys.
Hello. So
Hello.
I'll tell you what my secret is.
Kumail has a secret.
I got
Okay,
here.
so Kumail, as we were about to start, he said, "Ooh, by the way, I have a secret," and a look of delight came upon his face. So I'm very, very
I
intrigued.
think you're misreading that look. I don't think it's delight.
Oh, okay.
You'll see.
It's sort of like flabbergasted / embarrassment. So I came here, got the key, used the bathroom. And when I was there, I was like, I'll just tell you, I'm wearing 2 underwears today.
2?
I put on underwear and then forgot and then put on another underwear. I'll show you if you don't believe me.
Now,
look,
Kumail is now
I-
taking his pants off.
Look,
My husband's
look.
taking his
They're
pants off.
they look practically the same as well.
Yes,
And I
from the
don't-
same pack. They're from the same pack.
Right.
That's important to know.
But I don't store them one inside the other, so I put one on.
At first, I thought maybe, okay, you have a brief on and then you put a boxer upon it, but it's 2 almost identical briefs.
It's 2 boxer briefs.
One
Thank you very
striped,
much.
one non-striped.
I was like, why do my pants feel tight today? It's because I put on 2 underwears. This has never happened to me.
Wow, you are really past the tip on that.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know
to
what
the
happened.
hilt, all the way to the hilt on that baby.
That's why they called me Kumail Nanjiani.
Have you ever done anything like that before? I can't even think of a time I've done
I
that.
usually put underwear on, and then I think the underwear putting on point of my day is over. I like to go with 1. To me, that's the perfect number of underwear to wear.
It's ideal, yeah, sure.
And how long does that last you? Does that last you till sundown or?
Yeah, I go like sunrise to sundown with my underwear
I will
generally.
say, as your wife, I will say, there were frequent points in the day where Kumail will take off the clothes immediately upon entering and put on pajamas in the day if we have a break. And pajamas for you, no underwear.
Yeah, of course. Who wears underwear with pajamas?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I think most people do.
Well, let's take some calls. Who do we have here on the phone?
Hi, Scott. Long-time listener.
Okay, so you've listened for a long time.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay,
I'm
what's
just,
your name, sir?
My name's Horace.
Horse.
Yeah.
Is that Horace, like Horace and Pete?
It's
That,
Israeli. It's Horaez.
Oh, okay. So you've been listening to the show, and you wear pajamas, sir?
Yeah, I do wear a certain type of pajama, which is just like a light short, and sometimes a very light flannel shirt.
So a light short.
Do they match?
This does not seem like pajamas.
They don't usually match.
They don't match.
This
Okay,
is
so
not-
I
you
don't know if
just
that's
wear
pajamas.
You just wear a flannel shirt.
It's just pajama pants that I cut into shorts. So it is kind of like a boxer, and there is underwear underneath just in case.
Just in case an accident happens.
Yeah, nocturnal emissions or.
Wait, that's not necessarily an accident.
You want some type of covering for the outer shell.
When you say nocturnal emissions, do you mean just you coming when you're awake at night? Or
At night, yeah. Specifically at night.
Do those still happen to grown-up men? Those do, right? How old are you, sir?
No.
I'm 49,
Okay.
and they still happen, believe you me.
You should be masturbating more because then that stems the flow of that.
All right, thank you. That's what I wanted to find out.
oh, wait, that's why you called?
That's what I called.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? As long as I know, 3 underwear is fine with me, man, as long as you take them off at some point.
As long as you take them
I'll
off.
tell you, I'm really feeling that 1 is the right number because there's a lot of discomfort. Whoever came up with 1 underwear at a time was right.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Horse. Horse?
Horse.
Horse.
Horse
Thank
from
you.
Israel.
Thank you, Horse from Israel. Thanks for calling.
Keep up the good work.
Did you say Verk?
Yeah. Keep up the good work.
He's Israeli.
I'm actually a German pretending to be Israel.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right.
Israeli. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Much like underwear, there were a lot of layers to that guy.
There certainly was.
I am so uncomfortable right now.
You are. Do you want to take one off?
No,
Under the table?
No, I don't deserve it. This is my punishment for the day.
It truly is. My gosh, that's insane. That's never happened to a human being before, I bet.
That's so new. It's a totally new feeling, I'll tell you.
You're a groundbreaker.
Yeah.
You're a pioneer.
You would think people would need to be taught, like, just wear 1 underwear. You don't need 2. But here we are. It
wasn't an intentional decision. No one taught you incorrectly. You
got to be carefully taught. Did your parents ever sit you down back there in the day and say, look, Kumail?
Well, my other thing is I didn't start wearing underwear until it was like I was quite old.
Really? How old?
By then, I mean, I was probably like 12 or something.
Well, until you started wearing underwear?
And then I started wearing underwear. All my friends were wearing underwear, so maybe I'm making up for last time.
Yeah,
but I
gotta catch
remember
up.
all my friends were wearing underwear, and they wouldn't talk about it, but I was aware they were, and I was just like going commando.
Where were your parents in this situation? What is happening? You didn't wear underwear till 12?
It's not like they were watching you get dressed, but you think your mom
Oh
would have been
my
like,
God.
you know what's not showing up in the laundry?
I'm making up for last time right now.
What is the purpose of underwear, if we had to guess? Is it a protective layer in case you
so
shit yourself?
So you don't have to wash your pants all the time, I guess.
Okay, so you were washing your pants all the time. What's so terrible
it's
about
not
that?
like my nethers are so filthy that anything it touches has to be immediately washed.
Fumigated.
Yeah, I was cleaning myself. I was showering. I wasn't just like shitting my pants. I think it's just a comfort thing, right? Like there's the zipper there. You don't want chafing.
Also,
and
you're not
Yeah.
dangling away.
you're not dangling away. I mean,
It sort of keeps you close to the chest, literally.
In Victorian times, I was just reading, women would not wear underwear because the dresses were so restrictive and heavy, and you had so much to pull up and then to actually pull down underwear to pee was like way too much, so they just wouldn't wear underwear.
So how would they be?
They would just spread them. Spread them. Spread them in the streets.
Man, good old days, I call it.
Spread them in the streets and close leg in the sheets.
That's I should be the opposite.
Yeah, but hey, it's Victorian times. They didn't know. They couldn't even vote at that time.
They were also free bleeders because there were no products back then. And would
Free bleeders is a term?
hell yeah. And then they would just wear darker clothing that time of the month.
They
So
would
that
wear
people-
darker clothes, or they would wear like all red, or
I think any darker color can. I don't think you're trying to match it too much.
The
You know,
true
You're not
Scarlet
using
leather.
like color swatches to be like
okay, this is the color of my flow. Can you replicate this?
and you need several different ones because the color does change.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about periods for the rest of the show. I'm tired of talking about dicks with all these guys comedians.
Hell yeah.
Guys comedians. Come on, let's talk about periods exclusively. Speaking about of periods, there is no punctuation in the title of the movie The Big Sick.
It's true.
Which is that a choice that you made?
Yeah, we decided it was going to be the Big Sick. And then there was a small
Meaning the period and
Big
then
Sick.
Big Sick.
Or people also, there was a contingent that wanted the Big Sick. And we decided to just go like punctuation free because we found that movies that have punctuation in the title don't generally go great. Like, Ballistic: X versus Sever. You remember
Right.
that movie?
Yeah, I do remember it, of course.
Didn't
yeah.
go great.
Also, why him? Question mark. I think any movie title that has a question mark on the end, you automatically like why him?
Well,
like you
should
start
I even
questioning-
go to this?
Exactly.
That's
you
how
start
I feel about
questioning
it.
whether or not you should go. It's like
But what
Big
about
Sick?
Oklahoma with an exclamation point?
do like
then
that.
Yeah.
I think the exclamation point is the only acceptable punctuation.
Not even
Although-
a comma.
Is there a comma in I love you, man?
I love you. No, I don't believe there is.
There
no.
should be maybe.
We had a big discussion on the Mr. Show movie Run Ronnie Run about the commas
Oh,
in
yes.
there because one of the people involved, who shall remain nameless, wanted it to be Run Ronnie, comma run, and we were always
Run
saying
Ronnie.
Run Ronnie,
Run Ronnie.
run.
Yeah.
And we were saying no, it's got to be two commas or none.
none.
And I was saying none because commas don't look good on
Two
a poster.
commas in a movie title is a little too much.
Yeah, that's a little like, oh, look at all my commas. Fuck you.
Speaking of commas, our movie has a big comma in it. Coma.
Oh, that's right.
whoa.
Interesting. Let's talk about the plot of this film, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the spine of a movie.
To you, the spine
Very
of the movie is the storyline.
That's interesting.
That's really interesting.
That's a good theory.
Okay.
And of course, the city in which it takes place, which sometimes can be a character in the film.
yeah, it's
certainly.
very important.
Well,
yeah.
Chicago is certainly a character. In the
It
Big
lives
Sick.
and breathes.
Those are the toes of
It's
the movie.
actually it's set in New York, but Chicago is a character in the
Oh,
movie.
really? They constantly refer to
We
Chicago.
talk about Chicago a lot. Everyone's
Check
talking
in on
about
FaceTime.
hot dogs.
Where's Chicago
Yeah.
on the call sheet?
Chicago's number 5 on the call sheet.
Interesting. But the plot of this film, and I don't know that much about it. Unlike a lot of films that we discuss on this show, I was not sent a screener. I was not.
Well, it's not out yet.
It's not out.
It is out.
Well, it's out. Yes, I have not seen it as of this recording.
Right.
But it has something to do with a coma. You mentioned.
Yeah, so it's sort of it's
Coma's maybe the sixth character in the movie. On six on the call sheet.
It's me, Ray Romano, Holly Hunter, Zoe Kazan, Chicago,
And then a coma. Yeah.
and then underwear number 2,
And then 80 Bryant.
and then,
And then Eddie Bryant.
Right under underwear too.
She tried for underwear one.
just wasn't right for it.
No. Yeah, it's the plot of the movie is the story of how Kumail and I met and kind of fell
This is
in love.
based on a true story.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Yeah, it's sort of the story of how we met, and it's the first year of our relationship, and Emily got really sick, and it is a comedy. It's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
People say romantic comedy.
We don't
Who
like
am
it.
I
What
to-
do you think about those people?
I wish 2 underwears on them for the rest of their days because this is so uncomfortable.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna race home and take one off?
Yes.
Or are you gonna do it in the
100
car? Or
I almost did it in your bathroom
Why
here.
not?
But then people
Then
would
where
see,
would you
like,
put it?
I just throw it out.
it's
Oh, you could have handed it to me. I would have put it in my
I
purse.
wouldn't
That's what
have-
marriage is for.
No, I was gonna throw it in the. It would have been good to try and flush it down. People go in there seeing underwear.
What's
in the
happening
toilet.
in this
I think
day?
what you're thinking though is you would have had to make the approximately 6-foot stroll from where the door opens from the bathroom over to Emily holding underwear.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Or at
that's
least
like-
ball it up in your hand so that the people kind of go, what is
That's
he
a
holding
sexy
us?
thing that women's magazines always recommend. Like, if you're on a date, like, take off your panties and just hand them to a guy.
But then if you want to still feel like comfortable, wear two
underwear.
panties.
Yeah. Have a spare
Magazines
pair just to give out.
suggest that?
100%. It's supposed to be a very sexy move. I've never done it.
What date are we talking?
Any. I think it's like first date just to let them set that scene.
Right.
Or like
Listen.
couple years in, just be like, we're still fun, aren't we?
I would be like, oh, check, please.
That's fun.
This guy
Yeah, I
loves
like
sex.
Check, please.
How often do you think waiters, when they're working, and I was a waiter for approximately 10 years, but how often do you think people comically say to them, check, please? And then they go, I bet something sexy just happened at that table.
My favorite is, did that ever happen to you? Let me ask you that. 10 years.
Approximately once every 5 minutes.
And did you like go, yes, now I bring the check and they will have the sex? Did you do
yeah.
that?
It was very horny all the time
Okay.
for working as a waiter.
Where did you work?
At a Playboy Club, of course.
What I do is if I'm at an Indian restaurant and I want to order chana masala, I'll go chickpeas, and then they're like, check. I'm like, no.
No,
the
chickpeas. Give me some chickpeas,
I want the
goddammit.
chickpeas, the chana masala. Thank you very much.
And then, do they enjoy that?
They rarely do. They don't get it.
Literally, no one enjoys
It
it.
requires a lot of explanation. and then on them being not understanding, I do a joke and I go, chickpeas, like I want to leave, but now it's check, please. And
Is it a boy cried wolf situation where when you actually do want the check, they just bring you more and more chickpeas?
a little bit.
Just clapping them on the back.
You keep asking for the check and they just keep bringing you chickpeas and you're like, oh my God, I deserve this, I guess.
Let's get back to the film because I feel like we barely even really scratched the surface on this. You guys wrote this together. Was it on spec? Speculative? Speculation?
It was speculative.
Oh my God, spec is from speculative.
Oh, we have
Yeah.
covered this on the show many times.
I had no. People always are like, "Oh my God, that's what it is." People have this epiphany.
Speculative, yeah.
I assumed it was the ham, the thin sliced ham.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you, when you first heard that term, did you wonder how it was spelled? Maybe think there was a K on the end?
No, I mean, I saw it on like Deadline or something, and it said
Oh,
like,
you read Deadline?
"Oh yeah, it'll be like Helmer attached to scribe spec." That kind of
Ankles.
stuff.
Ankles.
So we know it was on spec, and it
100%.
was Judd Apatow, super producer Judd Apatow. It was on spec with him, and then Michael Showalter came on to direct. He directed it. Has he ever done the show?
Yes, he has. He's a friend of the show, been on the TV show and this show as well. Good friend.
So yeah, we wrote it on
the show.
on spec, not of you,
Not
any
of
of you
me,
personally.
no.
No one personally. For 3 years, we wrote it on spec, completely speculatively. Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Do you write a half a page a day?
It
for
would kind of
3
come and
years?
go. We since we live together, it's quite helpful. You don't have to like, where do we meet up? How long are we gonna? Can you meet this Saturday?
How many underwear should I wear?
How many underwear should we wear? Should I put my underwear in your purse? at some point?
she kept handing me her underwear in our first writers meeting.
So
It's like, no,
sexy.
give me the pages you were supposed to
I
write.
need the pages.
No, didn't you see? I'd written stuff on the panties. That's what
Oh
I do.
my
That's how I write.
God.
That's
Wait, there's
my
a whole
process.
movie on your panties that you missed? No wonder it took so long.
That's my process. And this movie, and at first it was pretty long. It was about 33 panties worth, and then we kind of cut it
We
back.
had to cut it down, and we had to shoot a lot. We were shooting a couple pennies a day, because
Right,
it's
yeah.
a low-budget movie.
But then, on your underwear, it would have been maybe 15 or 20. Like, it really depends because, panties are smaller than boxers
That's
usually.
why I'm wearing two underwears, because
Yeah.
I'm ready for today's shoot and tomorrow's shoot.
I mean, have you guys ever written a movie before?
Never.
It's the first one we wrote.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
the first one, and you made it. That's incredible.
Well,
That
we-
is true. I mean, having Judd helps.
Yeah, having Judd help.
What is that meeting like? You go in there and go, hey, Emily was in a coma. Do you want to make a movie about this?
It
Or-
wasn't so different from that, honestly. He
Yeah.
was like, do you have any ideas? And I said, well, Emily was in a coma. And he's like, all right, let's do that movie. It
Yeah.
really was like that.
And then we
But
just-
that was 5 years ago.
Yeah. And
That was
then-
5 years ago today.
It was a different
today?
time.
Is it today, Kumail?
Today,
This
5
is our
years
anniversary.
ago,
Well, that's-
I met,
It was a different time, 2012. I mean, Obama.
Obama.
That's really all you have to say. Biden.
Yeah, Obama, Biden.
We were only
let's
at,
do,
like-
let's do everyone all the
Run
way
down
down. Yeah.
chain
Okay,
of
so who
command.
was the Speaker of the House?
Literally Pelosi? No idea.
Maybe. I don't know. We never paid attention to things like this back
Isn't that amazing? We had the luxury of not paying attention.
Now we know everyone.
We know all the characters.
Orrin Hatch in the house.
He's down there. Yeah. Well, we only had like a couple Transformers movies at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean,
2012?
oh my God, we didn't know every little detail about Mark Wahlberg's,
Backstory?
interactions with Bumblebee.
Yeah, now we're on 5. I really was like, what are they gonna do? This is the 5th one. Hasn't every story about Transformers been told? And I saw the poster, and it's Optimus Prime holding a sword, and I was like, all right, that's new.
Okay, sure.
Well,
there's a new wrinkle.
They've been sword training.
Well done.
In our absence,
Yeah.
they've been training with swords.
Major Coods.
Does the sword come out of the car that
It's a great
he
question.
is, or-
Does the sword come out of the car that he is?
He's a car, right?
Yeah.
He's a car. Oh, he's a truck. He's a monster. He's like a tractor trailer,
Okay,
right?
and they've never explained why do they turn into cars and trucks.
If they're from space.
Yes, they've never explained it. That's the story they should be telling.
Well, I don't
about
wanna-
the day they said, "Hey, what if we turned into
They
trucks?"
probably were like whatever space trucks they are, and then when they saw Earth, they were like, "We're gonna have to study this for a bit, figure out what's the big thing we can turn into." And they were like, "They tried for whales. They're like, that's too smooth. Way too
We
smooth."
won't meet anybody.
Maybe it's like certain yoga positions. They can do a whole bunch of things,
Yeah.
but when they hit on, oh wow, this one looks like a car, they said, let's paint these parts of our bodies.
Yeah, flames here.
That's right.
Flames
These
here.
Guys, I don't want to be an asshole, but they actually do explain it in the first one. They scan cars and they go in disguise. I don't want all your big Transformers.
Spoken like a
nerds.
2 underwear guy.
Oh man,
True
take
to
off a pair of
underwear.
underwear and relax. Let's talk about Transformers.
I really feel like real heavy in my areas right now. Real thick.
Do they just pick up these swords? Where do
Well,
they get these giant swords?
Well, that is interesting because I do know that it has something to do with like Knights of the Round Table. It has something to do with like King Arthur and Lancelot and all them.
Mm-hmm.
All
I think
those.
it's the Space Needle.
right.
The
Yeah.
Washington Monument.
So are they just going around looking for buildings that have
Obelisks.
sharp pointing obelisks? Those make a good sword.
They're like, we've traveled the globe, and it turns out America has 2 of them, so we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, so I'm actually, and it's also 3 hours long, which I'm quite excited about.
Why does a Transformers movie need to be 3 hours long? I guess if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound on those things. You know what I mean? If you're in there, it's like, I don't know, let's just watch this. What? But I mean, why is this as long as The Godfather?
It's 3 hours and 2
2
minutes,
minutes.
actually.
Longer than The Godfather.
I was rounding down to 3 hours.
But those extra 2 minutes, that's what you need. That's when you find out about the sword, so
Right.
it's very important.
You know you're in trouble when your Transformers movie has to be rounded down to 3 hours.
Right.
I'm listening. It
I don't know
looks
why you're
great.
going in on
I'm
Transformers
really
so
not.
hard.
I am very excited about those movies. You know, I love those movies. I've seen
Is
all
it
of
coming
them.
out against...
Same day. That's
Yeah,
what Kumail's
so
issue
maybe
is.
that's a little bit of what's coming out.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
coming out against us. I'll say, go see our. You don't have, if you want to see Transformers, see it, but buy a ticket for our movie and sneak into
Do
Transformers.
an old-fashioned sneak-in.
Do a sneaky. What about The Big Sick? It's shorter than Transformers.
It is much
that
shorter.
could be on the
That's
poster.
tagline.
Oh my god!
I mean, if I were sitting at home, I'd be like, oh, good. All right, I'll go see that instead.
but there's no swords in our movie.
We have no robots.
We do
no
have some
swords.
cars.
We do have a few cars, but they're not like super crazy cars.
Are
yet.
they picture cars?
They're cars from the pictures. Yeah, they're normal cars. I don't know.
How many cars approximately in the film? And I would like to see
Well,
how
I would
close you
say-
can get.
Well,
Okay.
there's a Toyota Corolla that's a character in the movie.
Okay.
Number 9 on the
And then
call
there's a
sheet.
Subaru, I think. that's
Actually, what
featured.
is the car drive? It's like a Subaru or
I
something.
picked out. They actually. That's a fun thing. Like our prop person sent us like
The property department.
the property department sent us like 5 cars, pictures of cars. We're like, which car do you think that Kumail would drive?
Right.
We're like, well, that's a fun decision to make. So we were like looking through the
Yeah.
cars, like that one's too nice.
I love
that
you
one's-
guys are so new in the process that you think those decisions are fun.
Oh, totally.
That
We were
seems-
so into
by
it.
the end of Bang Bang,
Yeah.
I was like, God, just
Who cares?
pick whatever.
Yeah, any fucking bag will do. I remember when
Yeah.
I picked out my backpack, I was like, ooh, this, it was like a real decision.
We really-
You don't see it
that's
in
right.
the movie.
Yeah.
This is a fun contest, though. If you're going to go see The Big Sick, try to, while you're watching it, count every car that appears in the movie. And that's cars in the background,
Oof,
you know,
that's gonna
going
be tough.
by.
Totally, and it's way less than a 3-hour movie, so you won't be counting for that long.
Yeah,
It's probably
so
2
send
hours.
Kumail and Emily your guesses of how many you think there's going to be.
Because
And
we do know.
you do know. We'll get the official count, and we'll see whoever comes the closest. Price is Right rules without going
Price-
over?
Yes,
And
and,
what-
the
and-
winner will get
A ticket to Transformers. Transformers.
Okay, great.
I was going to say your second pair of underwear.
Or if you really win, first place is pair of underwear. Second place is second pair of underwear.
I think that
Third
should be
place.
switched.
Is the first the one that's closest
Yeah, I don't know.
to
Yeah,
your
the
junk
first-
right now?
The first is the one that's closest to my junk right now. The second one is a fresh pair of underwear that might as well be from a rack on a store. A rack on a store. Where I buy all my underwear. And then third place is a ticket to Transformers.
Okay, very good. And people have to fly to.
Oh yeah, we're not paying for any of the. We're buying a ticket to a local theater here in LA. You've got to get yourself out here, put yourself up.
Yeah, we have an ArcLight. We actually have an extra ticket voucher for
That's
ArcLight.
true,
And
yeah.
you get that.
Depending on the day, we may buy you a treat.
Wow! And
Okay.
you guys are going to go?
Oh no,
to
no, no!
the
We'll
theater?
send someone.
Okay.
We're not going to be there.
No.
So you'll send Judd Apatow.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do speculatively.
Well, this is exciting for you guys.
I'm wearing so many underwears right now. I feel
know.
it every moment of my...
It's like the Princess and the Pea situation,
Right, it
literally. It's the prince and the penis.
It's not...
The Prince and the Penis.
I'm sure there has been a porn called The Prince and the Penis.
There has to be.
Or at least The Princess and the Penis. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Definitely,
true.
100%.
Yeah.
There's a guy who like hides under many mattresses and then the
No,
princess...
he's hiding there. She doesn't notice him until he gets a boner, and that's what she feels. And then she's
Yeah.
like, "That feels like a boner."
You're like a Goldie Cox situation where it's like 2 is too many and 1 is just right for me.
2 is certainly too many.
Well, this is exciting. A big movie. I've heard nothing but good things. It's been out there at Sundance and screened. Was it at South by?
Yes.
It's South by, yeah.
It's been going around the country. People seem to love it. Laughter, tears, human emotions. If you're a human being, we all share these emotions, and it's certainly from start to finish. Is a movie.
It's a
it
movie.
It never
The
stops.
whole way,
right?
It doesn't turn into a TV show at any point.
It is a PSA at one point.
That's true.
Yeah, where we just talk at the camera and go, "Hey, man,
Hey man, stop smoking. It's not good for you.
it's not good for you."
That's a way to build up a page count.
A panty count.
Out this Friday, July 14th. People can see this, and very, very. Who else is in the film?
Okay, so
briefly
it's-
before we go to break.
It's me, Zoe Kazan, Ray Romano, Holly Hunter.
Deborah.
Oh,
Wow.
Ray Romano is here.
Hey everybody.
Deborah. Kumail, Deborah.
Bo Burnham, Kurt Braunohler, Edie Bryant. It's got a great cast. And
David Allen Greer.
David Allen Greer is
Dag.
Dag. Yeah,
Dag.
Dag.
Love that Dag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please watch it.
Okay, please watch it.
Please watch The Big Sick.
That's the actual tagline for our movie. Please watch
Please,
it.
just watch it.
Just do it.
Or at least pay for it and go into Transformers.
Do what you need to do, but we need it
Yes.
more
totally.
than they do.
The big sneak.
Big sneak. Big sneak into Big Sick, please.
All right, let's take a break. When we return, this is very exciting. We're going to have a composer coming up on the show, and then a person of indeterminate job occupation. That's very, very exciting. We'll be right back with more Kumail, more Emily after this. Hats. Oh, boy, right? Stovepipe. The rest. Whew. To be a successful business owner, you have to wear a lot of them. Hiring, payroll, advertising. You're in charge of all of that and then some. So you can't afford to let things like legal issues get in your way, right? You don't want to be wearing that hat, the lawyer hat. Oh, the most uncomfortable hat of all. Let LegalZoom wear that hat for you. That's right. LegalZoom.com will wear the lawyer's hat. That is their promise to you. More than 1 million Americans have trusted LegalZoom to wear that hat for business formation, but LegalZoom's services extend far, far beyond that. Like an infinity beyond that. LegalZoom put together a national network of independent attorneys who can provide legal advice and answer questions you might have about running your own business. Because look, let's face it, you have enough to worry about, right? Without getting bogged down in the intricacies of contract reviews, employment laws, and lease agreements. I mean, we can agree on this at least, right? And the best part, since LegalZoom is not a law firm, you will never have to worry about expensive hourly fees. All pricing, it's given right up front. You know what you're going to spend on what you need. So go ahead, focus on growing your business and let LegalZoom handle that legal hat. Go to LegalZoom.com right now. Don't go to hats.com. Go to LegalZoom.com now. Be sure to enter the promo code BANGBANG in the referral box at checkout. You're going to get special savings only at LegalZoom.com. That's LegalZoom.com. Don't go to hats.com. We all have things in life we want to avoid. The Noid, for one. Other things, probably. Well, here's something you probably want to avoid. The hassle of the post office. Am I right, folks? The post office. You got to mail things, right? Postcards, packages, domestic, international. Are these words giving you a shiver down your old spine? Well, there's a better way to handle all of this. That's right, with Stamps.com. Stamps.com lets you buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, any class of mail, even the highest upper classes of mail, darling. Oh boy. Using your own computer and printer. Don't use someone else's. That's rude. Maybe you're on your neighbor's Wi-Fi and you're going to break into their house and get some pages you printed on their printer. I don't know. Maybe you're strange like that. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to say if you use your own computer and printer, you can simply click, print, mail, and you are done. It is a total click, print, mail, you done situation. Unlike the post office, Stamps.com never closes. Have you ever been to the post office and you've gotten there 5 minutes after it closes and you're like, why didn't I think to look up their hours of operation? You would think a post office would be open all the time. No, they're not. But you're open all the time. Print postage for letters or packages at your convenience 24/7. Plus, they're even going to send you a scale that you can weigh stuff on that figures out the exact class of mail, the exact how much it costs, to the penny based on whatever your needs are. Stamps.com brings all of the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your old fingertips where you keep your prints, my dear boy. And right now, you can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus postage, and a digital scale without those long-term commitments that so many of you are afraid of. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, type in Bang Bang. That is Stamps.com. Enter Bang Bang. Stamps.com. Never go to that stupid post office again. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Kumail Nanjiani, of course, and Emily V. Gordon. And did we ever establish you guys are married?
We're married.
We're married. Yeah.
You guys are married.
Yeah.
Emily, break down your non-movie making bio for people who are curious about.
I'm a writer, a former therapist, and current writer for like TV and stuff. And
She's written for The Carmichael Show.
yeah, Another
And
Period,
Pete Holmes'
Crashing. And I've written a book, a self-help book for young women, and produced The Meltdown with Jonah and Kumail for many years.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Kumail, you are...
I just
Open micer.
I wear 2 underwear.
Yeah.
I really can't get past it. And we were talking about this in the break. I have no memory of putting on any underwear today, and it turns
it's
out
odd.
I've done it twice today.
Yeah. Who knows? There may be a third.
I should have.
What if you went home to take one off and suddenly cut to later in the day like, I didn't take one off, I put another one on.
That
What
would
am I
be
doing?
a great curse if, like, every 2 hours another underwear appears.
You take your shoes off, and instead of socks, you're wearing 2 underwear. Like, this is just your
It's just underwear
day.
everywhere
I'm eating a sandwich. There's an underwear in there.
in between the bread
Oh my
slices.
god!
You are underwear rich today, my friend.
Silicon Valley is the TV show I'm on. It's on HBO.
Is
I'm
it-
underwear rich and comfort poor.
That's true. Well, let's get to our next guest. We certainly have to talk to him. I mean, it's very important. I don't have any of his background here. I don't have his...
Oh, wait a while. You didn't get it? Wait a while.
I didn't. No. My producer didn't send me anything over.
Oh, okay.
Do you? Should I introduce you, or do you want to talk about your credits?
Hold on.
or-
Wait a while. Yeah.
Is he saying wait a while?
Wait a while.
Wait a while.
Who says wait a while? Like
7:05.
a minute is about as long as I want to wait for something like
Yeah.
this.
That's
It's
a
good to
while.
be here, guys. How are you?
Hi. Who were you just talking to?
I was just talking to one of my drivers.
Oh, okay.
He's driving a truck through the airport, picking up people.
Oh, okay. You
Hold on
must
one
own a
second.
trucking.
He's
Yeah.
One
it's
second is
12:05.
that's better than a while.
12:05. It's like American Airlines.
He's busy.
Thank you.
Busy guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, wait a while.
Did you just say American Airlines into the phone?
Yeah. Sometimes these drivers are you know, you hire these guys and you got to teach them a little bit. You spend more time teaching them than you do paying them.
Well, I would imagine
That's
that
a good catchphrase.
But
it doesn't
what I
take a
do.
lot of time to hand someone a paycheck.
Right.
Right? That's what I always tell them. I'm like, it doesn't take too long. Wait a while.
Well, let me introduce you. His name is Cooper F. Worthington-Tompkins,
Yeah, just get them.
hyphenated.
Yes.
Was Worthington your maiden name, or why do you have a hyphenated name, or is
Oh, that was my wife's name.
that was your wife's name? Oh, okay, so you took on
pretty
your wife's
modern.
name. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. And then after many years of cheating, she finally decided she had enough.
She cheated and decided she had
Yeah,
enough
she
of
cheated.
her,
She
of
cheated
her
so-
cheating, or
Yeah,
of you?
so she stopped cheating, and
She
you
had
guys
enough
are.
of cheating. It was like, I'm just going to stop cheating and I'm going to marry one of these guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a sad ending.
That's a real solid good news, bad news
Yeah.
situation.
She was right. Wait a while. Hold on. Wait a while.
Oh God.
Okay, he's back on the phone.
I feel like he maybe should have booked this
We'll
on
go
a day
around
he
again.
wasn't so busy with
yeah,
work,
I know.
You know?
I don't even know.
Staging and then come back.
Is this work? Are you? Do you own a trucking company? Is that
No, I work for Budget Rent-A-Car from home,
okay?
which is great.
What do you do for the company?
I'm a dispatcher.
Okay.
So when someone rents a car or if they park in our long-term parking, they'll pick up
Phone?
a phone there.
Sure. You just mimed it, and then you seem to forget what it was.
I know.
Well-
There's one in front of you, and you've been using it like 7 times.
Yeah, you pick up a phone like
Sure.
this one.
Yeah.
But it's usually red, and then you go like, "Hi, I need a pickup. I'm at Terminal 2."
You say
You-
that?
No,
they say that.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that call goes into LAX, and then it gets sent to my house in Silver Lake, where I send the drivers.
Okay. Why don't you work from the airport? This seems like an unnecessary step,
this is
almost like
not-
a second pair of underwear.
Right. I guess I'm a sought-after kind of dispatcher. So I've been doing it for like 6 years. So the company really wanted me to stay. There were other offers from National,
So they let you work from home.
so they let me work from home.
From
that's a
National,
privilege.
the company National,
Yes, National.
not the band.
The National?
Yeah.
The National offered you a job?
They did. Yeah, they wanted me to be their lead singer when when the
poor
singer,
Matt.
when the singer was too sick or drunk to sing.
Oh.
But you were like, I got to dispatch all these cars.
Yeah.
That's my true passion.
Yeah, and you guys want to hear my audition?
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
love
Yeah.
to.
Please.
We gotta pick up at Terminal 3.
Wait, so you wanted to sing
Please pick them up.
airport dispatch centric songs and
I was nervous at the audition. I kind of went in there with what I knew best.
yeah.
Two
yeah.
birds, one stone. Did you also have? Were you technically doing the work while you were auditioning?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's an efficient man.
Yeah.
I have a little phone that I hook up to my cell phone that I can pause or I can mute.
Wait, you have a phone you can hook up to your cell phone.
What do you mean?
Like I have the handpiece that I'm showing you guys here.
Oh, like
this
the-
plugs into my regular cell phone.
I see. So you
So I can
have
take calls all day long.
he's holding, by the way, for the listener, an actual sort of receiver on a physical phone, not like a cell phone.
Like an
Yeah,
old
wait a
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Your life is inefficient, I'll say.
Well, it's from the divorce, you know.
Oh yeah.
I had it all together when the divorce is going good.
Oh okay.
The
Wait, how-
divorce was going good, and then the divorce went south.
Yeah, the divorce is going good for a good 2 months. I was out there. I was going to strip clubs. I was spending a lot of money. I was having a lot of good
That
times.
sounds good.
And then 2 months into it, I was like, this is not going well. And I begged for some kind of reconciliation.
And when did it turn? What made you think that it wasn't going good anymore?
Sounds like a great life. You're
Sounds
out there
like a great
going to
life.
a strip club,
Yeah,
spending
wha-
a lot of money.
It sounds great.
I know my mother and father kind of had an intervention for me. And they're like, you're spending all your money on strippers. And, so they were right. They were right.
Right.
And,
right.
and then it really got serious when Budget called me up and they're like, hey, you're not taking your job seriously. And so that's when I kind of had to pull myself up on my bootstraps.
So wait a minute. So they were not happy with your work, but they're so happy with your work they let you work from home now.
They were not happy during that time where I was not happy with my divorce.
During the unhappy period of your
2
divorce.
months that I was not happy. I was happy with my
So
divorce
you were
for a
ha-
nice
you
2
were-
weeks.
You were
2
happy
weeks.
for 2 weeks, and then you were unhappy for
It
2
sounds like you need to
Yeah, wait a while.
dispatch.
Hold on.
Here, let's see
Yeah.
what he has to say.
Yeah, Delta's now moved. Yeah, they're in Terminal 5 now.
They're in Terminal 2, actually.
Okay. Just tell
Should
them.
anyone tell him?
Just
No,
go to
I think
Terminal
it's
2
okay.
and wait there. Wait there. Hey! Wait there, goddammit!
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Are you all right? Everything going
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Do you
good.
need to get back to work? Maybe you
No, I
shouldn't be
gotta-
guesting on a talk show.
I gotta. No, this is how I do it. I mean, I do my groceries, and I'm on the phone with dispatch. I do it when I do therapy while I'm driving, and I do my job.
You conduct therapy, or you get therapy done to you?
Both.
Okay, all right.
So
I do therapy for some people, and then also I do therapy with a doctor.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Yeah, you
therapists should go to therapists.
you gotta
right?
You know what?
Dispatch
He told
those
me to
feelings.
kill myself.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Your
You
therapist.
believe this? My therapy told me to kill myself.
Really? Why?
He said, enough's enough. He said, enough's enough.
And
Kill
why
yourself.
did you not heed the advice?
That's a great question.
Because I had too much stuff going on. I called him the next week, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I ate rat poison on accident, and I was saying a lot of weird stuff to my clients, my patients."
Was your therapist trying to kill him or herself?
Yeah.
Was it a suicide attempt gone awry?
It was a suicide. Yeah, like Chris Cornell style. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Too soon.
Hey, come
Too
on.
soon. But
Come on.
that was a suicide gone awry. That should have been a suicide.
No, that was a
But then it
suicide
turned
that
into
went-
It was successful, unfortunately.
No, it was supposed to be a straight suicide, but then he started jerking off in the middle of the suicide.
Okay, I don't know. That's not true.
That's alleged, or is
That's
it
not true.
absolutely
No. That's you're thinking of Michael Hutchins.
Now, if you're masturbating, perfect. If you die during masturbation, I think it's gone awry. And so what I think the case here is that Chris Cornell died
We don't know that.
while
This
We
is
don't know.
none of this
accidentally
is true.
masturbating.
None of this is true.
during
None
a
of this is true.
suicide.
I mean,
By the way,
we don't know, but it's not true.
it would be masturbation
while.
gone awry and not suicide gone awry at the very least.
Yes.
Depends what you want to do. You know, it depends what your success rate is or what
Okay.
your goals are.
So far, I've
I
been
have a-
100% successful.
With masturbation?
Yeah, never dying.
Yeah, and also achieving completion. Every single time I've masturbated.
Is that right? You've never not?
There's been a couple of times, I think, where it's like something interrupts you and you go, oh, well, let me put this away for a
You
while.
gotta wait a while.
Wait a
Yeah,
while.
but then the next time I do it, I consider it a continuation of the previous
You do.
time.
Okay, so you always...
You got mind
I'm
tricks.
kind of starting off where I left off.
You got mind tricks, dude.
You've never masturbated and been interrupted in the middle and kind of ruined it.
You definitely have.
Yeah, but then I go back to it later.
You do? Even
Yeah.
during, say, like a 9/11 thing?
I
mean...
I have masturbated since 9/11. Is that
I
the
masturbated
question?
between Tower 1 and 2.
This is a Louis C.K. joke.
Is it really?
Yes.
That's why it's good.
Wait a while.
Wait a while. Hold on, let me check.
Wait a while.
Hey, Darcy, that joke you told me yesterday, I guess it's from a Louis C.K. special? You fucking numb shit? I'm on a radio here.
Wait, you're just telling jokes that your assistant told you?
All right, Darcy. I'm gonna,
Hang up the phone. Hang up with Darcy. Get back.
Bitch. Louis C.K. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, Darcy's trying to fuck you over on that one, it seems.
Let me try this.
Yeah. Hey, another...
I masturbated when the guy said, "Let's roll."
Oh my
God.
Oh my god.
I was on the plane. No, come on.
Come on, that's no. You don't have to be funny. We're interested. This is the show where we talk to interesting people.
yeah,
you don't have to come in here with material.
Yeah,
Edgy. That's real edgy
you.
stuff.
we just want to know your life. Like, what do you do? How did you get into the biz?
Well, I masturbated between the 80th floor and the 100th floor.
Got that confidence.
Get off the masturbation.
I want to make it my own, guys, because I'm very embarrassed about what Darcy told me a joke yesterday, claiming it was his own. It happens to be a Louis
Darcy's
C.K. joke.
guy.
Is this like Darcy from Pride and Prejudice?
Pride and Prejudice, yeah.
It's Darcy from Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh,
The RC.
DRC. Yeah.
The RC.
DRC.
It seems to me you're really trying to nail specifically a masturbation 9/11 joke.
Yeah.
Which I would say move off the 9/11, go with just
Manchester.
No. I think we could maybe
I
move
masturbated
away.
before the Manchester concert and the
All
second
right.
Manchester
How
concert.
did you? How did
Is that
you?
better?
you masturbated
Scott?
before
I
both of them?
No, I masturbated after the first concert.
Yeah, they were a
Where
week
there was a
apart.
shooting.
I'm sure everyone did.
Yeah,
You
that's-
did?
Probably. I think, yeah, everybody
Really?
did.
All of you?
Life goes on.
Honestly,
it was
all of you
pretty-
masturbated between the two attacks?
It was a long...
Not
But there was a
attack.
second attack.
There was no second attack.
Yeah, the second one was successful.
It was a
was
concert.
a concert. One Love Manchester.
What happened with London Bridge?
All right.
That's a different,
That's
different
a
thing.
totally different thing.
But are you dedicating your masturbation
Hey,
to events when they're happening?
I didn't even come on here to talk about masturbation.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
I didn't know
good.
what's happening.
Leave it.
Put it
I
aside.
came here to talk about,
How did you get into the biz? How did you get into dispatching?
What did you eat for breakfast? Anything.
Or what did you come here
You
to
know
talk
what's
about?
funny?
Yeah.
Is I ate 2 eggs.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Why is
two
that funny?
because
Because of the underwear thing.
Because I'm wearing 2 underwear.
Yeah.
You can't just name another thing that there's 2 of. I
Yeah.
mean, you have 2 eyes. How funny is that? Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe you strike gold when you don't expect
Is that
it.
yours or is that CK's?
Well, what did you come here to talk about?
I came here to talk about something very serious, which is mesothelioma. And this is a cancer that comes mostly from inhaling asbestos.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to raise awareness.
Okay. Raise awareness to help cure this, or
Yeah, or just stop doing it. You know,
I
stop-
thought
doing it, yeah.
I like that you said yeah as if it was just coming to you. That yes, my angle should be to prevent it or cure it.
right, because I'm not sure what I'm doing here with
Yeah.
this. I just know that it's an important thing.
Yeah,
Can you spell
okay.
it?
Yeah,
I'd love to hear that.
METH.
Nope. Way off.
LOMINA. And it's a very serious thing that happens when you inhale. A lot of kids, I guess, in the 70s were inhaling asbestos from the walls of old houses, and now they're all having COPD, at the very least, if not complete death.
okay?
Yeah, it's very
And
sad.
Has this affected someone in your family? Mm-hmm. Who? How many members of your family are affected?
5 members of my family, who we all lived in the house. I was the first one to leave the house, and all of them had a terrible addiction to insulation.
Addiction.
So they enjoyed it.
Oh, they did. They loved it, and
It looks like cotton candy.
and now you
Get
go
it.
I go home for Christmas, and it's like, excuse me, I'm like, you guys should have thought about this when
For
you're
a-
fucking inhaling asbestos.
You have no for a mesothelioma spokesman. You seem to have no
Empathy.
sympathy or
1-800-METHO.
what?
What's-
1-800-METHO will get you a right attorney.
1-800
Metho.
Metho. That's not enough numbers for a phone number. Do you have to guess?
And, by the way,
rest
do
of
you
it?
also answer that phone call? Do you answer those?
Yeah, I do.
1-800 Metho.
Wait a while.
Wait a while.
We have
So
to
it sounds
pick up.
it sounds to me like you're just annoyed at your family members and wish they would stop coughing. Is that why you got involved in this?
Yeah, I went back for Christmas and I said, hey, listen, enough's enough. You guys,
Enough's enough.
you guys all have mesothelioma. And they were like, hey, if you're not going to get psychiatric help, you're not welcome in our home. We told you this many times.
Oh wait, what is this? This is the new wrinkle.
So they've encouraged you to get psychiatric help.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
just a deflection mechanism
On their part.
on their part.
Do you treat them as a
I
therapist?
treat them like booty holes because that's what they are.
This guy has problems with his family.
Let's watch football.
What does treating someone like booty hole mean? Like you
wipe them.
them?
Yeah.
Like a booty hole is a bad thing, you know?
So-
No, I think
Yeah, so they're acting like booty holes, and I'm like, I won't have any of it. Enough's enough. And
So you're annoyed with your family for having
cancer.
COPD.
Enough's enough is your
You're
yeah,
talking to your
I'm
family.
annoyed because they knew better. They knew that they didn't have to inhale so much asbestos, and they did it anyway because they were having a good time. And now I come back as a hero that I am, alive, have a great dispatching job, do therapy, not licensed.
oh, you're online. Oh,
I'm
that's
unlicensed.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like yoga.
Anybody could
It's
do it.
It's more spiritual than actual
life coach.
technical.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, you're a therapist, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're doing it. It sounds like you're doing a really terrible job.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. I guess you'd have to be my patient and tell me.
That's true. I can't really
You-
evaluate your methods.
I want to go back to something that you brought up really quickly that you were trying to blow right past. They wanted you to get psychiatric help, is why they wanted you to leave the house. What was that about?
They think I take on too many jobs.
And so
They
you need
think you're
psychiatric
overworked.
help?
You're overworked, so
They
clearly.
think I take too many jobs. I answer too many phone calls.
But that's your
And
job.
I thank you.
Oh, you're on his side now, Kumail.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out.
It is a
what's
little
what.
odd, yet, that they want him to get psychiatric help for just.
I'm guessing it's probably because he's verbally abusive to them and he
Yeah.
treats them like booty
Like
holes.
booty holes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm guessing that they're like, we're done with that.
They deserve to be treated like booty holes. I mean, they don't take care of themselves. And
But that's their-
And I get bummed out. Like I start watching Christmas movies, and I'm already start getting bummed out. Like, oh, here it comes. I got to go visit the coughs.
You call
You
them
call
the
them
cops?
cops.
I call them the coffeefis now because of this Trump thing.
Okay.
Is that someone else's joke?
So
It's everybody else's joke. I think everyone has done it.
I changed my name to Carl Kafifi because I thought that was fun.
So around Thanksgiving, you start watching Christmas movies and you start getting depressed about your upcoming trip.
Yeah. So I've just decided, I don't know what.
Don't
Burn the house down.
Oh,
you know what I
okay,
mean?
that took
With
a turn.
everyone in it because
No.
I know I'm not going to, but they are a bunch of useless people. I mean, really.
Yeah, a lot of anger towards that
waste.
family.
They are a real waste.
Did you say ruthless people, like the film with Bette Midler?
Yeah. Yeah, they're ruthless people. Penelope.
The Mick Jagger song, theme song.
Yeah, that's what they are there.
Yeah.
And I would rather that someone chain up the doors and just set the place on fire.
Okay, you've mentioned that twice now.
Wow.
This is not. Please don't do this.
Yeah.
I know, but at some certain point, when do you break apart from your family? Gain your own independence.
I mean, that's a good question. That doesn't have to involve setting houses on fire. I would say
But what if your family's a bunch of
booty
booty
holes?
holes?
booty hole dipshits that don't do anything?
I would say since you're a therapist, what would you say to yourself as a client?
This is good.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
I would say, dude, you got it going on. What? You got to work. You work a
sounds
job at
good.
budget. You don't have to be there.
Okay. Keep
What?
going. Keep going.
You have a pretty solid case in defending Bill Cosby.
Wait, whoa.
You are taking on too many
Hold
jobs,
on.
and some of these jobs seem very difficult.
This one's pro bono.
You're defending
It's pro
Bill
bono.
Cosby?
It's pro bono. The singer from U2.
Now that definitely is someone else's joke.
That is somebody.
Is that CK's too? God damn it, that CK gets around it.
Okay, all right. Look, we need to take a break. Are you going to stick around?
No.
No, please. Don't leave unless you have too much work to do.
I'll stick around. I can do my work from here.
Okay, all right. Well, all right.
Wait a while.
We'll be right back with more Kumail, more Emily, and more Cooper F. Worthington-Tompkins. After this, we have a composer coming up. This is very exciting because I'm very interested in the world of music and theater. So this is very exciting. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Hey everyone, want to talk about a show, and it's actually like re-talking about a show because we talked to her about it last week. From creator and writer Andrea Savage, our guest last week. You may know her for her work on Veep, episodes, sleeping with other people. She talked about dating Chris Hardwick on last week's show. You might know her from that. Well, she's got a new scripted comedy series, and it's called I'm Sorry, only on True TV. I'm Sorry follows a seemingly confident together comedy writer, wife and mom named Andrea, played by Andrea. A lot of creativity there, Andrea, who comically exposes her inner immaturity and neuroses through unexpected life situations. That's right, life, it's all unexpected if you're not psychic. The series is going to feature a host of comedic actors in recurring and guest starring roles throughout its first season, including, who do we got? Kathy Baker, love her. Nelson Franklin, big fan. Judy Greer, the best. Zooks, that's right, Zooks, there it is. He's in this. Martin Mull, classic. Lyndon Smith, don't know, but I want to check out. Gary Anthony Williams, very funny. He's on Bajillion, season 4. I'm a fan. And Steve Zissis. They all are going to play recurring characters in the series. Plus, we have some guest stars, John Ross Bowie, Lizzie Kaplan, Jamie Denbo, Rebecca Henderson, Nick Kroll, Paul Scheer, June Squibb, Gillian Vigman, Kulop V. Lysock. What? That's right. Needless to say, the cast is a real who's zooming who of hilarious people. You are not going to want to miss it. I'm Sorry premieres on Wednesday, July 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern Pacific on True TV. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. Kumail and Emily, The Big Sick opens July 14th worldwide. Nationwide, obviously.
Worldwide in America.
Continental or Hawaii
Or
and
is
Alaska?
Yeah.
I think Alaska's
We
getting in
got
there.
Alaska, we got Hawaii, we got Guam.
Nice.
Yeah.
Puerto
Yeah,
Rico?
Got Puerto Rico.
See,
Okay.
so sorry.
That's
Interesting.
the second pair of underwear talking. Sorry.
That was the second variable.
We also have Cooper F. Worthington-Tompkins here, who is in the middle of jotting down a lot of what look to be random numbers.
The troubled man, I'd say.
Yeah, just like little tiny and strange He's got a journal, and it's just strange pictures that he's drawing, and very odd guy. He's not listening to us, so I feel like I can talk about him like this.
Yeah,
but
one of them just a stick figure holding a accordion.
There's also, he seems to be drawing a house with chains on the doors and fire coming out of the windows.
But also, there's like a Christmas tree in the window, so it's very strange.
Very odd person. Anyway, we'll let him get back to that.
There's a budget van like driving away from the
I
house.
say draw it, don't do it. Draw it, don't do it.
And a man waving and giving the finger to the house
And
in
it
the
just
budget
says,
van.
and it just says Cosby is innocent all over
Yeah,
it.
it's very, very odd. Anyway, so we'll let him keep going with that. Very excited to have our next guest on the show. She is a composer, a librettist, anything having to do with musical theater and the writing of that art form she has been involved in. Please welcome Lindsey Cumdrop.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I love this energy. I love this room. You forgot lyricist.
Lyricist,
That's
certainly.
the word that you were searching for.
Okay.
Lyricist.
Okay, I apologize.
It's okay.
Welcome to the show, Lindsey Cumdrop.
Thank you. Yes.
That's such an interesting name.
I did start in burlesque.
So it's a stage name.
It was, yes. But it stuck, and I was like,
Pun intended.
it's known to stick.
Yeah.
And I was
my
like,
God.
why run from it? Embrace it. Go with it. Enjoy all the aspects of who you are, Lindsey.
Right. And what have you written? I confess I'm not too familiar with your work, but that said, there's a lot of theater out there that
Let's see. I've done so much. Where do I start?
the beginning, perhaps.
Okay, beginning was...
Or if you wanted to do it like Memento, you could sort of like, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, like write it all over myself and just check it in the mirror?
Sure, why not?
I did South Pacific Overtures. I did...
South Pacific Overtures. Okay, now I've heard of South Pacific, and I've heard of Pacific Overtures. The former Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Both derivative works.
Oh,
Okay, interesting.
shots
Yeah.
fired.
I mean, I
Meow.
call them like I see them and like everyone writes them.
Wait, did you write South Pacific Overtures?
Yes, I did.
Before?
Yes, I
those?
did.
You did. Okay.
How old
interesting.
are you?
Oh, don't ask a lady.
You're right. I apologize. That was my
I
mistake.
still want to work.
So are you saying they took your one work and split it into two?
Yes.
Worse
Wow.
things.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But if I'm contributing to the history of theater, as I am known to do, then it's okay with me.
Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of people like Louis C.K. would get upset if someone ripped off his joke about masturbating in between
That's a very male thing to
the towers. Yeah, but you don't. But that's very nice of you.
do. Yeah. I like to think of it as like Broadway is a womb-like structure, and we birth whatever comes through.
A womb-like
A
structure,
womb-like structure.
and we birth whatever,
Whatever comes through. Is that what birth is
It's
like?
okay. You can steal that.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So South Pacific Overtures. What else have
Yes.
you?
I have done West Side Cabaret.
West Side Cabaret.
Yes.
Was this before West Side Story and Cabaret?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Well, because those are two musicals that went on to be very popular. I'm wondering if they were derivative of your.
I did come before them.
what was
the
the
first
plot?
of them?
Yeah,
What's
what
the
was-
plot of West Side Cabaret?
West Side Cabaret was about the gang world in the west side of Germany.
Where are you talking about the Nazis and
Yeah,
And the non-Nazis?
Yeah. I
Is that
called
what
them.
they like to be called? Non-Nazis?
Non-Nazis.
I called them the dolphins and the Nazis. And they were warring, but then there was a girl and a boy, and they fell in love and started a cabaret show that then got broken up by the dolphins after the girl got pregnant by some ne'er-do-well.
Wow. How long was your
4 hours.
So really, so
The
these
first day, then you'd come back the second day for the,
Second
for
day.
the other
This is a
6.
Harry Potter
So,
situation, or
long
Angels in
birth.
America. Can you sing one of your songs?
Any from
love
any
that.
of them,
From any show ever
from any show ever that you've written,
that I've written. Okay. Let me think.
Do we need to get even more specific?
anything you've written,
Any
sing
of the
it.
things that I have written. Okay. Don't cry for me, Oklahoma, for I am trying to make you a state now. I know I can do it. I know that you've earned it. You will be a state soon, and I can feel it.
Okay,
That gave me chills.
Thank you.
I think you have a great case to sue Andrew Lloyd Webber, because that is the exact melody of "Don't
You
Cry
don't
for Me,
sue
Argentina."
former lovers.
Oh, you.
Oh.
I mean, he's a friend of the show, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Lord Webber.
God.
You used to go
Who
out with him?
isn't? No, I would never be seen in public with him.
Oh, okay, but you used to. I don't know what's the
Get-
most delicate
Stay
way
in
of-
with them.
He would stay in you.
You used to plumb your
Sometime-
booty hole.
Yes. Only that.
Oh, really? So exclusively anal sex with Andrew
Okay.
Lloyd Webber.
You don't want to get pregnant from Andrew
No,
Lloyd Webber. Yeah,
absolutely not.
That's
A
important.
rich guy like that?
No, not
You
at
want to
all.
birth shows, not babies.
Absolutely. We can't have it all.
So when you have sex in the vagina, you birth babies, and when you have sex in the booty hole, you birth shows.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know. That's why I haven't.
Is that a
written
way
any
of
shows.
just like, unearthing your consciousness, sort of like, oh yeah, fuck me in the ass and I'll
No,
think
it
of a
just
show?
feels so good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like really fun. Yeah.
Does it feel good? I've never had that
I
experience.
don't know.
Feels
Okay,
great.
sure.
Well, yeah.
What's
okay.
that?
Feels great.
What's that,
Feels
Cooper?
real great.
Oh, hey,
Cooper.
Cooper's back.
It's back.
Oh man, he was writing for so long.
Welcome back, Mr. Cooper.
But you heard anal and you were like, I got something to say.
I heard anal.
Why
I
did you
heard
say
booty-
"Welcome back, Mr. Cooper" like it was a reference?
Because it is a reference to an old TV show, Welcome Back, Mr. Cooper.
It's
Welcome back,
that's not
Cotter.
a,
That
welcome back.
hanging-
Hanging
I
with
remember
Mr.
that. That
Cooper.
was before both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
exactly.
was before Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Hanging with Mr. Cotter was before, or Welcome Back, Mr. Cooper.
That's right. That's right. But listen, this lady here is,
Welcome back.
she's this lyricist. And I heard that there was some kind of booty hole thing going on. So I was a little like, oh, is this one of my Louis C.K. jokes? But it wasn't.
One of yours.
So I apologize.
Okay. So that you're just describing why you got involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you guys. Wait a while. Hold on.
Okay, wait. You're back on the phone
Yeah,
now.
there's a pickup at United. No, well, they got their bags. They're getting their bag. Just get them. Yeah, go around if you have. No, just park them.
Okay, we're.
I really thought that was going to.
This seems like a very easy job that would not require a dispatcher.
Yeah,
This
just
feels-
go get the cars.
Go-
If
the
these
car.
vans would just circle the airport and go terminals 1 through 5, get the people and drive them.
Hello,
Hey, don't
I don't know. I
Those
feel like
ideas,
it's it just
No, don't put the
it
luggage
points to the
deported.
idea that there's so many stories happening all at once, right? There's
Yeah,
always
that's
all these
interesting.
stories,
Well, we've
and
been
we see
telling
our
stories-
little keyhole, but we don't see what's really happening.
That's a good point.
We've been telling stories ever since the caveman days. It's one of human beings. It's we've needed art ever since then.
Yeah.
Would you agree with something like that?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like cavemen were creating their own musicals, but they were visual and soundless.
Interesting.
Soundless musicals. Okay.
Have you ever done a soundless musical?
Like 40 or 50.
Wow.
course.
Have any of your shows ever made it on stage?
No, my shows are authentic art.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, are they popular with people who spend money? No. I'm sorry.
The
Not-
normals.
that's
Yeah.
not my audience.
Yeah.
My audience is people who are thinking and being and not attending.
Okay,
I will say
okay.
that people who spend money, that's pretty much 100% of the population. So if you're aiming for something other than that, you're going to be disappointed, I think.
I'm looking for people who are subsisting, who are who spend their money.
You're looking for hunter-gatherers?
Yes.
They give back.
Yes.
Yes.
Barterers?
yes.
Exactly.
Barterers.
Yeah, maybe you could set up a bartering system for people when that's how you can get an audience and they can give
Like
you
they give me a
something.
goat when they see a show.
goat, that's right.
What would
Goat
you
for
do
show.
with a goat?
What
Write a show.
What would you do with a goat?
I would. Oh, can you imagine a show all goats?
I'm just
What would it be called?
Goats. They would
Okay.
each have a different job. So
Uh-huh.
you'd have like the theater goat, and you'd have like the train conductor goat, and maybe a glamour goat who
Is-
like
is-
had one day wanted to reach for the stars, but instead
you're
fell
describing
apart.
cats right
Is that
now.
like cats,
They're
but with
goats.
goats? Okay.
they're
I mean, pretty much every detail other than the goat aspect of it was exactly what Cats does.
well, we there was pillow talk. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe these people aren't ripping you off and you're actually, what's that?
Huh?
I'm starting to feel like maybe you're ripping these other shows off.
Whoa. Oh, Scott.
Oh, hey, Cooper, you're back.
Easy. This is this lady's livelihood.
Okay, I don't mean to be.
Well,
Is it your
literally
livelihood?
not
I don't think
livelihood.
it is your
it's the
livelihood.
opposite of a livelihood.
Yeah.
You haven't made any money.
Well, I also work at a used bookstore.
I was going to say, how do you make money? You work at a used bookstore. Okay.
I stay relevant.
You just love stories. You want to be around stories. You want to tell stories. Maybe too many stories per show.
What do you do at the used bookstore?
I reshelve the books. I put them in alphabetical order, and I cheer people up.
Do you go alphabetical?
I feed the cat too.
That's important.
That
very
cat
important.
would die without me.
Do you go by author name or book title?
It depends on the section of the book of the bookstore.
That sounds like a very confusing bookstore.
Well, if it's the biography section,
Okay.
it's about the subject.
Interesting.
Other
So you
than that,
do it
it's
by name of the subject, not by the name.
Yeah,
that would
because
be
no one's going to look for Terrence Doubletree, but they might say, "Yes, I want a Dean Martin book."
right. Yeah.
They might not know Terrence Doubletree wrote the best.
That would
Dean
be a
Martin
very confusing if you went in there looking for a Dean Martin autobiography and had to do it by author name.
Exactly.
That would,
Yeah.
But
like,
isn't it-
like I'm
although-
looking for
isn't
Sinatra, but I have to look under K for
Isn't
Kitty
an
Kelly.
autobiography
Exactly.
though like written by the person? That's why it's called.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Although Terrence Doubletree is one of the most well-known biographers, so for that example,
Well,
it
okay,
doesn't quite
that was
work.
an easy one. Yeah.
So how do you bring? You said you bring joy to people in the
I
store,
try,
and how do you do that?
I sing them songs.
You sound like a nightmare. This seems like a.
Kumail.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Excuse me, that sounds like a second pair of underwear talking to me.
Okay, so sorry. I just feel like if I'm in a bookstore, so if I walk into your bookstore, what
There's
happens?
a man who came in just
Jesus.
now.
Oh my God.
What's he doing in
Is it
here?
about me?
And how did he get here? What's his story? We all have a story. What's your story, sir?
Where are you?
And
There's
are you
a cat
expecting-
here.
Oh,
Are you asking me?
are you
What?
expecting an answer?
Oh, you're just singing a song.
There's a fourth wall, remember.
Right.
There's a fourth wall between us.
Approximately how long before you turn right around and walk out of the store?
I'm gone at. There's a man. I walk out.
You're done.
I'm done. I'm out.
You know what I'd like? You seem like a person who is looking for creative inspiration all the time, and you're constantly coming up with songs for the people in your life. I mean, we have a person over here, Cooper F. Worthington-Tompkins, who needs a little cheering up. Quite honestly, he's been sitting there doodling for the past 20 minutes, and he's been taking strange phone calls. He wrote... I now look at the cigarette that he's been smoking. He's just written the word death on it.
Yeah, it's how I'm going to try to quit smoking.
Okay, so you are
I write bad messages on each of my cigarettes with magic marker, and I smoke them fully.
So then you're smoking magic marker too.
Yeah, I get severe earaches from it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I just want to remind everyone here that we're all here, and that we're all trying to provide love and joy to each other. But somehow, I don't know, Scott, if you can accept that fully, because you're always being lied to.
Ooh.
You're always being lied to, or you're always being forced to promote something.
By whom?
And you don't have anything from yourself that you just want to get out and talk about ever?
But he really does.
I some would say I talk too much about things. I have too big of a
But
platform.
nothing, though, about nothing. You don't talk about anything of importance. You just listen to people lie, and you lie with them.
What are you talking? Who are you talking?
I'm
what are
saying you should listen to this woman who's trying to write music for you.
But you're saying she's lying to me,
Everyone
Well.
but her. It sounds. I'm kind of on your side here, Cooper. I think he's right.
Cooper. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
I'm trying to tell you that you need to open your heart to music and love.
Okay, well, in that regard, I was going to suggest that perhaps Lindsey Cumdrop here would write a musical about your life. I mean,
Well, actually, why doesn't she write a musical about you, Scott? It seems like you're the one
Well,
who's having trouble
You're
opening
deflecting,
up.
yeah.
You're deflecting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh, scared little man.
Yeah. Look at him.
Is
We
that what-
open up on a stage.
please don't
Yeah.
call
There's
it
a scared little man with
There's
a
microphones
microphone
everywhere. It's a cage he's trapped behind.
He's wearing 4 headphones.
Yes, and there are dancers throwing love, and he's pushing it away. No, 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 no.
I don't know why so many dancers are trying to throw love at me. I'm a married man.
Because you're a human being, then we're all trying to throw love at each other all
It
the
doesn't
time.
have to be sexual.
Go with the
It's not
flow.
vaginas.
No,
It's not vaginas being
no,
dirty.
no. In fact, they don't have vaginas. They're all
don't have
men.
vagina- what
They're
kind
all
of-
men. They're male dancers throwing love at you, and you're rejecting it and saying no.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
It feels like a big cum drop situation.
Everyone
mean, it's
always
very me.
lies to me. Everyone always asks me to say what they're working on.
Have
Do
you?
I ever get a chance to say, it's me?
Have you written a musical?
I haven't, but I would love to collaborate on something.
I would love to do that with you. I mean, I don't have time right now, but wait a while and I
you don't-
might.
Wait a
Oh,
What?
wait a while.
You don't have time right now?
Oh, I'm too busy on this project, Scared Little Man.
Look, please don't put out
Scared Little
a
Man
musical about me and
afterwards.
call it Scared Little Man.
Okay, Scared Little Man, a Scott Aukerman story.
I'm not scared. I'm a big man. I'm an adult. Some would say I'm closer to death than I am to birth.
Said
lyrics.
scared
These
little
sound-
man.
That's
Yeah, I'm closer to death than I am to birth. How did I get here? What am I doing?
Okay.
Why am I so filled with thought that I wear 2 underwear?
Okay, now you're getting me confused with.
That's
Don't
not
Don't let the
Scott.
world
Kumail.
know what I've got inside me or my pants.
That's,
I must cover up
What's
everything.
inside me and my pants.
Maybe 3 underwear today.
Around my heart. Scene.
That sound. I mean,
I don't know why
Emily, you're clapping.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
It's better than Smash.
Emily's
I
the
mean,
only
that's
one
not
who-
hard to do. But
Oh,
oh, sorry.
more shots.
Wait,
fired.
please don't put a scene in there where I talk about the musical Smash.
That's the whole second act.
We're running out of time here. We just have one last thing to do on the show, and
running out
that
of time
is
right
our
now.
what you yeah. I don't have time right now for this. We need to do our favorite feature on the show. That's a little something called plugs.
Plugs. Open up those plugs. Open up those plugs. Oh yeah, give me those sweet juicy
Nice. Wow, that took a lot of work, I would think. That was Tomek with Sweet Juicy Plugs. Wow, not bad.
I fully would buy that song.
Would you really?
I would
hey,
dance to it.
Tomek, put it on iTunes. We'll get some buys for it. All right, what are we plugging here? Obviously, The Big Sick comes out this Friday, theaters nationwide. Approximately how much should a ticket for this cost?
Spiritually or in actual dollars?
I mean, I would say, standard, how much of...
Whatever, $13? What are
well,
movies
but
now?
that's here. They're usually around $8.
Are they around $8 elsewhere?
Let's say for sure that we don't know.
When we're in North Carolina, they're about $8.
That's true. That's true.
I would say this is about a...
This is a $10 movie.
It's a $10.
It's a $10 movie. So if
Yeah.
you're used to paying $8,
Give us a couple extra dollars.
yeah, a couple extra bucks in there. If you're used to
Yeah.
paying $13, not worth it.
If you're used to paying 13, pay 10 and be like, how much of the movie can I get for 10?
Yeah. And they'll probably, if they're in a good mood, they'll let you stay for the whole thing.
Okay, or they may
Yeah.
ask you to walk out around the end of the second act.
So
but
you won't ever know.
if you ever get out of that coma. You're in the coma the entire time, right?
No spoilers, but
It's just a blank screen and
Yeah.
silence.
yeah, and
Muffled sounds.
the movie is from Emily's perspective also, so a good 40 minutes of the movie is just a blank screen.
Great, great.
$10 movie.
Let's. Anything else you want to plug? Anything else happening?
Well, Silicon Valley.
is
the
it
new-
done?
It's
at
done
this
now.
Point?
The new season is done, but you can get it on iTunes. And
Okay.
that's season 4, and we just got picked up for season 5, so that's exciting.
Oh yeah, let's get your comment on the T.J. Miller situation.
I'm very sad that he left. It's genuinely, really, it sucks. I really good friends with him, and obviously it sucks.
But
that
let's
he's
dig a
gone.
little deeper.
I just
He'll see the press release. The press release is all you need to see.
truly, I'm gonna miss Erlich Bachman. It was a great character, and I mean, I don't know what the plan is. Maybe he'll come. I don't know.
I mean, at this point, we've seen his final episode, and we've seen how his storyline wraps up.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
a bummer.
It's a bummer. I wish he was. I don't know. Maybe in the future. I truly don't know the ins and outs.
Maybe
it's sad that he's gone.
maybe he'll pop back up. He'll like stick his head through the window and be like, "Hey, you still owe me rent."
Wacky neighbor. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does this mean we'll leave the? I can't say.
You don't even
anything.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even know if you're going to be leaving the house or.
I don't know.
The only
I don't
thing
know.
constant is change. That's what we know.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
right.
know.
Hey, don't be afraid of it. You know, I mean, shows change.
Yep, they do.
All right. I want to plug, hey, next week's Comic-Con. Are you guys going to be at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we're going. We're going. I'm there to promote Ninjago, which is a movie coming out in September. And I'm also, it's going to be a fun time.
And I'll be
Great.
signing shampoo bottles at booth number 32.
Oh, good. Do you hope people will be coming dressed as characters from The Big Sick?
Yeah, of course. I think
I
it'd
like
be
a
great.
hospital gown couture is always nice.
I may be doing a show out there or a panel, so check my Twitter for what's going on. Let's see. And Lindsey Cumdrop, what do you have to plug here?
I have a workshop coming up next week of Into the Jersey Boys.
Into the Jersey, so like an Into the Woods mixed with Jersey Boys kind of thing?
it going
It's
in
closer to Mamma Mia, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Going into their booty holes inside them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a Fantastic Voyage kind of thing.
Looking
Okay.
at them from within.
I like that.
In Fantastic Voyage, do they ever go through the anus of anyone?
No, the anus is not discussed. It is like it doesn't exist.
I mean, at some point, don't you think someone should have been like, hey,
An
we
easy-
can get out through the anus
It's
pretty
really
easily.
easy. Yeah, it's meant for exit.
yeah. Maybe Inner Space covered it. Those are my 2 inside body movies that I'm aware of.
I don't believe it did.
Yeah.
All right, and Cooper, what do you got to plug?
I like to maybe summon the help of someone out there who knows how to put up a fence around a house or knows how to run a chain through doors and windows and stuff. And
Please don't do this.
if you contact me on Twitter, you can just tell me where you need me to put the gas and the matches because I have a place for you.
That please, I do not want to be an accomplice to something like this. I'm seriously
late.
don't.
Let's just say it's too late.
You've already done it. What?
It's all in the works.
It's in the works.
So you don't actually need anyone to contact you to.
No, it's
Okay.
happening right now.
Whoa.
Okay.
July 5th.
July of next year
Yes.
of 2018.
Yep.
Takes a long time to plan such a thing.
One more Christmas and then I'm done with those coughing bastards.
All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
Talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags.
All right, hey Cooper, have you ever heard a song like that before?
That's a beautiful song.
That's the beautiful. That's the remix, the Michael Hardigan remix. I'm not sure if you've heard that at this point.
I haven't heard that. It's as good as the first one, in my opinion.
In your uneducated opinion.
Absolutely.
Bags.
All right, guys. Well, remember, Big Sick out there. Good luck with it. I'm expecting by next week, you guys are going to be full-fledged.
Full box office reports.
I'll tell you, we're gonna know what's what.
Yep,
we are
for
going to know
sure.
what's what.
Make me your first call when you get those early numbers. What do you say?
I will. I actually will call you.
We'll call you.
I'm expecting it to hit the century mark in its opening weekend.
Oh, okay. Like Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Like that movie that came out a month ago, Wonder Woman?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all remember that movie that came out
Such
a
a
month
great
ago,
movie.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Kofifi, everybody.
All right.
Okay, great. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. And remember, don't let legal issues come between you and running your business. Instead, use LegalZoom. They built a nationwide network of independent attorneys who can provide legal advice and answer your questions, all without billing by the hour, since LegalZoom is not a law firm. For special savings, enter code BANGBANG at checkout. That is LegalZoom.com.
Hello, I'm Tom Ryman,
And I'm Abe Epperson.
and we're hosting a new show called Cracked Movie Club.
Yep, each month we're analyzing 4 films from a single director. And we're starting off with Steven Spielberg.
We're basically aiming to do with this podcast is to make you, the listener, an expert in each film we talk about. So each month, like Abe said, we're going to be picking a new director, discussing one of their films each episode.
Yeah, it's like a deep dive so you can show off to your friends.
Our first 2 episodes premiere on Thursday, July 13th, where we're going to be talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark and Jurassic Park.
So subscribe now to hear those episodes the day they come out.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.